We've all seen the memes, the mocking of Steelers offensive coordinator Matt Canada. He sucks. He can't design a play. Doesn't know what he's doing. Terrible hire. And I've been at the front of some of it, especially for his role of sabotaging Seven's final season. But now, maybe, just maybe, with this new team and personnel, he has started to turn the corner. So Steeler Nation, the question I pose to you is this: is Matt Canada not bad?
Because of you.
In my opinion, this isn't even a hot take or an outrageous thought. Think of the points we've put up over these last 4 games since the bye. Saints game, 20. Should have been 26 if Matthew Wright just makes his field goals. But also even more than that. Could have been like 30 if Najee Harris would have caught the touchdown thrown to him. Bengals game, we dropped 30. Colts game, 24. Also should have been more had it not been for some drops. And then this last one against the Falcons, 19. Again, should have been more, but we'll get into that later. I can't believe I'm here today defending one of my sworn enemies. The guy that helped take out Seven on his final season was a part of the sabotage, a.k.a. also known as the Steel City travesty. But I gotta call it like I see it. What Canada has done with this offense since the bye week has been impressive, especially considering most of the fans wanted him gone by week 4, and the first half, yes, we can all admit the offense was lackluster. The offensive statistics were brutal. But what about now? The Steelers' offense is tied for 12th in points per game over the last 3 games, top 5 in rushing yards per game since the bye, and also have 0 turnovers since the bye week, which is something that the Steelers as an organization or Steelers as a franchise hasn't done since the 1930s. So we have some history being made with Matt Canada calling plays. Now, I don't know how much that statistic is a coordinator statistic. It's probably much more of a player one just because the players are executing and protecting the ball out there. Even though Deontay tried his damnedest last week to potentially fumble it away, but it was ruled incomplete. We already went over that on the last episode. But my point is this: the offense has been clicking over these last however many weeks. The offense has been good, like top 10 statistically whenever you compare it to the rest of the offenses around the league. Top 10, top 15, however you want to slice it. It's been solid. So I'm just wondering what else we're looking for out of an offensive coordinator right now at this point. Considering the personnel, we have a growing offensive line. We just have young players across the board, a rookie quarterback. I think Matt Canada is actually doing a decent job. And again, these recent point totals we're seeing could be better. And I think more of the reason why they're not better is due to player error as opposed to Canada. Let's look at the Atlanta Falcons game, for instance. Like, is this throw on Matt Canada? Is this drop on Matt Canada? Both of these plays happened in the same drive, and we had to settle for 3. But then you may be asking, what about the second half law? We only had 3 points in the second half. Is it Canada's fault that the offense only had 3 possessions in the third and fourth quarter? All the while, the Falcons' offense is running it down the defense's throat. So now let's go over what happened on those second half series. The first one, we have a nice 14-play drive. It takes up over 7 minutes of the clock. Get in the red zone. We settle for a field goal, but you tell me why we didn't get 6 here. Pickett took a shot to Deontay, and it just didn't happen. Is this execution on Canada? One could argue maybe they should have dialed it up for Pickens, sure, but I think Pickett had him. He just underthrew Deontay a little bit, and maybe Deontay could have made a better attempt at a contested catch, but no, I think that one's a little bit more on Pickett. I don't blame Canada for that one. And then in the final 2 series, the first one ended in a 3-and-out. This was whenever Pickett rolled out on the 3rd and 8, and the whole Deontay catch fumble gets overturned to an incomplete pass. I don't know if he gets the first down anyway, even if he does catch it, but okay, 3-and-out. And then the final series, this is after the Falcons score a field goal. We are up 3. There's like 5 minutes left on the clock. Our job is to chew out the clock and just win the game. We basically do that. We get ourselves in a position where it's 3rd and 5. Falcons are wasting all their timeouts. And then we run a PA boot with Pickett and just try to have him run it with his legs. I didn't love the play call, but everything else we did on that series was on point and positive. So out of the 7 actual series the Steelers offense had in the last game against the Falcons, 6 of the 7 resulted in a positive. We had 4 field goals, 1 touchdown, and then the last drive you have to consider positive because we basically ran out the clock, had the Falcons waste their timeouts, put our special teams in a position to try to win the game, and also our defense, and they did that. Yeah, I would have loved the 3rd and 5 to be a better play, to be converted, so we could just say, hey, offense went on the field, they won the game, game over. We didn't have to put our special teams or the defense in that position. But I'm telling you, everything else was a positive on that drive because it could have been worse. It could have been 3 and out. The Falcons get the ball. They have their timeouts. Mariota has like 3 or 4 minutes to go down the field. All they need is a field goal. So it could have been way worse. Everything else was really positive on that play. So that drive, I'm sorry. So I would give that whole sequence of events a thumbs up. Now, can the degrees of what constitutes success for this offense be argued? Yes, 100%, because we could be doing better in the red zone. I just don't think our lack of red zone success, particularly in this Falcons game, was on Canada. Pickett missed the throw early on to Muth. That could have been 7 right there. And who knows with the whole Pickett-Deontay connection, if Pickett maybe doesn't underthrow him there, Deontay has a better chance to catch the ball. There's just too many good things that have been happening with this offense to warrant the outrage that is still there for Canada and also people ridiculing him like this. I told you the stats earlier. We are in like a borderline top 10 or top 15 range when you're talking about offensive statistics over these last 4 weeks. Again, it can be better, but man, from where we were early in the season, I think you just got to give Matt Canada some credit here. If you want to credit the players, sure, because they are also playing well. Everyone else is improving. This young offense is getting better, but man, you got to give some credit to the guy calling the plays, no? Over the last 4 games, we have been 3-1. The offense has done better. Our only loss is to a really good Bengals team, and people are still complaining. I'd say that's a good problem to have. And I have to admit, this is a very, very, very strange story arc for me. Defending Matt Canada. I never really thought I'd see the day. But here we are. I just got to call it like I see it. And the offense has been doing pretty good. I just committed a whole episode to explaining why. But his case for the 2023 offensive coordinator position, that remains to be seen because this needs to continue for the rest of the season. But I will say this. He's on a pretty damn good pace. So let me know what you guys think of this episode of Big Deke News, talking about Matt Canada. How do you think he's been doing? What do you think his case is to be the 2023 offensive coordinator? Or what do you think his chances are? Maybe that's a better way to phrase it. But I hope you guys enjoyed this edition. Stay chilling. Enjoy your Tuesday. Peace.